Welcome along to the Paula Malai Ali show, coming to you from our little country. This is a big show with a lot of heart. On this edition, let's kick off by introducing you guys to my other half, or my better half, or just 50% of me, my twin sister, Jenny Malai Ali.
So just to put things into perspective, I haven't properly lived in Brunei for 20 years, and I had some serious catching up to do.
Well, here it is. I'm feeling right at home in this particular house. That's because it probably is my second home, and I'm here with somebody you may or may not know, my twin sister, Jen. You are, high five, on the
Paula Malai Ali show, and you're my first guest today in this house. Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having the crew as
you're
well.
You're more than welcome. So this is my home, which you're in maybe 75% of the day.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah.
I want to put this into perspective for actually the whole vibe of my show, because I'm seeing it through very fresh eyes, and the kind of growth and the ambition that I'm observing. Tell me what you've observed. I mean, living in it, have you been able to understand and see what I'm seeing?
Well, I made a really strong decision, as you know, 30 years ago, to stay here, even New York or KL. But I always loved Brunei, and I knew it was going to go places. So I have seen it grow and change over the last 30 years, from being a sleepy, quiet, almost a town feel country, into something a little bit more relevant in many ways.
And a bit more edgy, definitely.
A bit more edgy, a bit more entrepreneurial, which is definitely a big wave in terms of our development. There's a lot more of a creative vibe now than there was before. And
Jenny talked about the boom and the food industry and a rise in the entrepreneur scene. Her heart has always been fully in Brunei. So you can take a girl from Brunei, but you can't take the Brunei out of a girl.
Okay, so when you talk about food, what would you say is some of your favorite food?
I still like my classic pasar malam kind of food. I love anything barbecued. I love oil. I love salt.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
In terms of more bougie stuff.
Explain what bougie is. This is a very Bruneian thing.
We have a lot of influence from Australia.
Oh, you might.
And we have a lot of influence now from other parts of Asia. So we're seeing a kind of a fusion thing going on. So you're having your Korean steak, or you're having your Korean barbecue, you're having your, all these different flavors.
And also, Brunei's doing the whole organic thing as well, right?
We're definitely getting more healthy. That is for sure. So there's a real awareness now of what we're eating, how it's cooked, and going towards that whole area is definitely a thing right now.
Okay, so let's just say, if it's Hari Raya or whatever, recommend to me the best place.
Well, you're going to want to go to the Fresh Flower Shop. And Bruneians are big on scents, so there's Euro Classics, which is not Bruneian at all.
Euro Classics being one of her favourites. They sell traditionally English pots and teacups, tableware, furniture, and perfect gifts at any occasion. If you are a candle lover, you may need to get ready to fill up those bags.
So we do invest in our homes, good TVs, nice furniture.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
Yeah.
You can really see a rise in that sense of discernment.
Yeah.
Is there such a word as discernment?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. You snack. Not a minute goes by that she doesn't have something in her mouth.
Yeah.
So where are you getting all these snacks from? Because you just don't stop eating.
My number one favorite snack is from it's like almost like a warung, like an Indonesian warung down the road. They have this prawn crackers. If I can't find those because they haven't fried them up, I will go and get what I call designer snacks from a shop called Kensington.
So listen, she's got a slightly snobby side when it comes to her snacks and chocolate. Must be the ramifications of being half English. Kensington has brought up the value of an area called Aman Hills, and it's one of those establishments where if you know, you know. So in a nutshell, if you're missing goodies from England, Kensington is your go-to place.
Jenny's been telling me things that I kind of already knew. We've been to Shabana so many times, but
Shabana is a place where we go hiking. It's a huge, beautiful trail.
We do love it. I mean, it's one of those things you're like, I can't bother, but once you hit a certain bucket, right, you're like, I feel amazing.
Amazing.
But this past week, it was my turn to teach you, or rather show you something different in fitness. So let's take a look at what Jenny and I did a few days ago.
But before we took to the skies, I had to make a little pit stop.
So I've been gone from Brunei for about 20 years, and one of the first things I asked Jenny was, where can I get some clothes? And she could not stop waxing lyrical about this beautiful boutique called Baju.
Baju truly caters for all ladies, from mummies to misses, complete with unicorn dresses to die for.
That is just simple. The structure there is just a lovely flow. And then you've got these, kind of an old school charm, Victorian even.
The hues and prints in the store were pure eye candy. It looked very high class, however, it was irresistible. I had to wear them to believe them. The special atelier for the bridezillas.
Look at the difference in designs. She's not a one-trick pony.
Can you imagine if I was 20 years younger, I would look stunning.
If I was to get married again, which is not going to happen, but I'm feeling that a lot.
I know Jenny's been taken out of her comfort field into the unknown, but do I sense a little fear?
Okay, so you've only told me number one, we have to wear something comfortable, and number two, we are going flying.
Yeah, so welcome to Flying Yoga.
Jenny,
Paula.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, this is gorgeous. We talked about this so much with Charlotte on a previous shoot we did.
The Music Motion Fitness is located in the heart of the capital and provides a novel way of keeping fit by blending yoga with flying, hence the name Flying Yoga. Charlotte here is the queen of slinking up and down satin.
So we're here at the Music Motion Fitness Studio and we're going to be flying today in these hammocks.
So this is special material for yoga?
Yeah,
Typical Jenny always has to ask for the details.
Technically it could hold up to 800 kilos, so we're all good.
I will take you off that ass, really nice.
Right, and my car.
Yeah. All right.
Confession, I have done this once before in Singapore, but this is Jenny's first time. And by the way, the last time I did this, I was pretty awful. So hopefully, I can really show my master skills.
So let's go ahead and bring our feet wider than our hips, arms up and behind the hammock, and let the hammock
Is it going to
catch
break?
you.
Oh,
No,
yum.
you're
It's kind of like TRX.
Can I throw my head back?
For
Yes, go
fairies.
ahead. Yep, you can tilt back. Look
Well,
at the back
don't
of
just show
the
off about it.
I think I'm stuck.
Okay, I'd kind of forgotten just how tricky this was. It's all about the core to keep you stable and to find the right way to work with the fabric, blah, blah, blah. Much to Jenny's delight, I was not a natural, as she stayed on looking very composed.
Jeez. What is this, like rookie hour? You've already got string and material helping you, and you're getting tangled up in it. I'm sorry, Charlotte. I've already won and we're only 3 minutes in.
Poor Charlotte must have been getting so irritated because we could not stop laughing at ourselves.
We're so bad at this.
Charlotte makes it look so easy, but there is nothing normal trying to stay suspended on satin. I mean, look at us Muppets.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Now she's making us do I don't know what with our legs. What class is this?
Legs out to straddle.
I warned you, I've only done this once before. I feel ridiculous.
All right, all the way back.
Jenny is really getting into it. Look at her. Show off.
This is like weird, like upside down world. Oh, look, okay, here we go.
At this one point, we had a posture that meant our blood was flowing all the way into our brain. I have to
when
say,
we're ready, we're
though,
gonna
Charlotte
come
was a virtual patience. So, both Jenny and I managed to prove that we may just need more practice.
Woo! High five, Charlotte.
Good job.
Five, man.
High five. How did you enjoy that flying yoga?
Harder than I thought.
Right.
I wanted to be a lot more bendy, but it definitely got me in some areas I had no idea even existed.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Hey, but thanks for this. This is what you call a grazing table, courtesy of Shini.
Hi, Shini.
Shini, it's so good to have you on the show, and we cannot wax lyrical enough about what you at the collective do. So can you maybe, I know you want to say something, Jen.
And here she goes
I
again.
want to just kind of platform this by saying this is a very newish way for us to eat in Brunei. It's quite trendy. It's been around for a couple of years, and we are digging it. Okay, take it away, Shini. Tell us about this bread.
So from left to right, you guys have actually got a sort of pimped up version of our breakfast grazing table.
yes.
So from left to right, we've got loaded dip, which is our house specialty. We've got caramelized onions, truffle scrambled eggs. We've got little potato nests with boiled quail eggs, roast potatoes, 2 kinds of mushrooms.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Chocolate scrambled eggs.
No, truffle scrambled
Oh,
eggs.
right. I was like,
No.
that
would be different.
That would have been weird, but
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
That would have been weird, right?
Edgy.
So Shini is very much a pioneer in the SME space. She has single-handedly revolutionized food for a niche group of people here in Brunei. I mean, look at all these colors, flavors. You've got salty, sweet, cooked, baked, raw, you name it, we grazed it.
So can I ask a question?
Yes, you can ask
So
a question.
Shini, the idea is you just sit around and you just literally
And you
pick
just
the
pick,
food off.
and you just
We
graze off
don't
it.
do knives and forks and plates.
you can if you want to.
Does that
people
break
do.
it?
I think it's just nice to dig in there because
I
the
think
whole thing
so.
of grazing tables is about sharing
It just,
food
it,
together.
it really is. So I'm just gonna
Her
go.
fingers going right in.
No rules, no boundaries when it comes to a grazing table. It's really a perfect setup for guests to munch away with no formalities whatsoever. And there's nothing more delicious than using your hands to get into some really good food.
Sweet and savory things, so I like to mix and match.
Shut up.
Oh, chipotle baked beans. Come on.
No, the hummus.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, good lord.
All right, Shini, this is really an incredible experience, and that's what the collective is all about.
Yeah.
Curated experiences. This is
Yeah.
a way to eat. I want to eat like this all day, every
Yeah,
day.
I need to shut up.
God, everything tasted divine. We literally, by the way, gave Shini less than 12 hours to put this together for us, but you would not have thunk it.
I love feeding people. I think
Right.
feeding people is like my form of
Oh,
Love.
that's lovely.
love. Yeah.
I
So
gotta say, props to Jen for letting me know about Shini and the collective and all that they do. 10 years ago, I never would have thought our culinary scene would look like this.
Shini, I want to thank you so much for putting this beautiful grazing table together, and of course for being on our show, which brings me.
Our show. Really?
oh, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, ours is
50%
my
of the-
cameraman and
Oh, right.
Melda actually.
Sure.
Thank you for your company here on the Paula Malai Ali Show, coming to you from Brunei with Paula and
Oh,
Jenny, who wants to be a host, and Shini.
One day.
Thank you so much for this. We will see you all in a few days' time.
We will.
We're going to eat. Be quiet.